Hi, everybody. It's Dave Juno from Meniere's Disease Warrior. Got a lot of messages about SSDI and the hearing process, so I figured, well, let's make another video and go from start to finish, yada, yada, yada. First, before you apply for SSDI, make sure your doctors are okay with it. Because if you're seeing like a couple of ENTs and they're not okay with it, one of them isn't okay with it, you're not getting it, okay? Because when that Social Security sends them wanting information about you, they're either going to not give it to them or they're going to say, no, this person does not need SSDI. So please get your doctor, not get your doctor's permission, but get in line. It'll be a lot easier. Second, get a lawyer. From the start, get a lawyer. Okay, I wish I did, but from the start, get a lawyer. Okay, because they know all the wording, they know everything. These disability lawyers are fantastic. They know it. They know the wording, they know everything to do to get you SSDI. And they don't get paid until you get it. So they work, what, it's pro bono or something? So they don't get paid. If you don't win, they don't get paid. So they're gonna win, and they wanna win, okay? Second, get a lawyer. Then you apply. 95% of people are gonna get denied, simply because they don't know how to fill out the forms. That's why you get a lawyer. And, they don't know. They're getting information from this doctor, that doctor, and a lot of times it's just, nope, denied. But 5% get it first time without getting lawyers or anything, or without, have to an appeal, okay? So then you go for your appeal. Say, my lawyer had told me that people who appeal the first time, 30% get it, 70% don't. Sometimes it's 40, 60, but mostly 30 to 70. When it gets to the hearing process, this is the time when you want the lawyer. He says 95% of people get it. And my lawyer specifically has a 97% success rate when it gets to the hearing. So he said 95% of the people get it when they get to the hearing, because the lawyers know what they're talking about mostly, and blah, 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 blah. And that's the most important time now, is when you're in front of the judge. Nowadays, it's by phone. Mine was by phone because of COVID. But everybody gets a little nervous with a judge or any type of law thing. And this really isn't law. It's not, you're not in a courthouse and the judge is wearing a black suit and this and that. The judge you're talking to, believe it or not, is another lawyer. He's a disability lawyer. So he's really not a judge. They're really not a judge, but you still call them your honor, or yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You be very polite. First thing is you should be very polite. Second thing, you let your lawyers do the talking. Lawyer, don't interrupt the lawyer. Don't do this. Don't do that. You let that lawyer talk. He knows what he's doing. Okay, you don't interrupt, nothing. You sit there and don't speak unless spoken to. Seriously, just like your parents would tell you as a kid, at least mine did. Don't speak unless spoken to. Don't speak unless spoken to. And when the judge does ask you a question, you just answer the question. Don't get into long dissertations. Don't go into a story, because that looks like you're lying. Okay? And here's a for instance. I was a drinker 30 years ago. When I first met my wife, I was a drinker. And I quit drinking when I met her, because I drank silly. I mean, it wasn't every day, but when I drank, I drank. And a lot of times I don't remember coming home. I don't remember stuff like that. So when I met my wife, I quit drinking. Okay? 30 years later, now I'm home with Meniere's disease. I can't work. I can't this. For 6 months, I started drinking again. So on my application for Social Security, I wrote down, do you have an alcohol problem? Yes. When was the last time you had a drink? 8/13/2018. The judge is going to pick things out of that application and ask you. So you really got to remember what's on that application. And when you're a phone interview, print that application out so you have it right in front of you. And you say, judge asked me, so David, I understand you quit drinking. And I said, yes, ma'am. And she goes, when was the date of your last drink? August 13th, 2018. And she went, very good. I said, thank you, ma'am. And she said, you're welcome. You know, she was kind of a lighthearted judge. I got lucky. I had a really good judge. And she was very lighthearted. She giggled a little bit, stuff like that, which they're really not supposed to, but I guess, I don't know, my personality on the phone, I have no idea. So she said, very good. And, you know, a bunch of other questions I answered. And so the hearing ended because, like I said, don't be nervous, be honest, answer exactly what you wrote down. They're looking for a lie. They're looking for you to lie. That's what they're looking. They're not, you know, they want to give you the SSDI, but they don't want to give it to you because you deserve it, or because you really do need it, and you're just not saying you want it because you want the money, and then you're going to go do whatever you want. That's a lot of the problem. There's a lot of fraud out there. There's a lot of fraud in everything. Insurance, doesn't matter what it is. But there's a lot of fraud. So they're looking to make sure you're not lying, and you're not going to be one of these people like that, and this and that and the other thing. So that's why you answer the questions. You don't get nervous, and you let your lawyers talk. In the end of the hearing, you know, thank you, Mr. Juno, for, you know, participating in the hearing. You did very well. I hope you weren't too nervous. You know, have a great day, and you know what, relax the rest of the day. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day yourself. And that was it. And then my lawyer called me. Hi, Kara. My dogs, they love me. Then my lawyer called me afterwards. He goes, perfect, 100%. He goes, I think you got it. You got it. I don't even think, I know you got it. He goes, you did a great job. And 4 days later, I was like, what's all this money doing to my checking account? And it was my back pay. I had gotten it, and I got the letter 2 days later. But those are the steps to doing it. You know, yes, a journal helps a lot. And somebody mentioned vlog instead of a journal. And you know what? I think it's a great idea to do a vlog. The only thing I don't think is they're going to watch it. I mean, they might say, well, it might be great because then they'll have this USB drive or this file with all these little videos of you having an attack. With the dates and everything on it, which is a great thing. But they might not watch the videos, but they might see, oh my God, there's 200 videos here of this person having an attack. Okay, so I like the idea of having a vlog. I just don't know how you would send it to Social Security unless you did it through your lawyer. So I do love that idea. To the person who came up with the vlog journal, thumbs up, I like it. I just don't know how you could get it to Social Security without having a lawyer. So if you're gonna do the vlog thing, talk to your lawyer, see what your lawyer thinks. They know better than I do. I'm just here to help you with my experience. And that's what this channel is all about. For anybody who's a first-time watcher and you're watching the end of this video, it's about helping people. It's not about me making $1. It's about helping people. So on that note, have a great day, take care, and be kind to each other, because it's a really rough world out there. So let's be kind. Take care.